What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Ralphdatrader here, back with another video. I haven't made a video for you guys in a very long time, but personal life has been busy with work and everything else. All right, but today I have the opportunity to make a video for you guys. So today's video, I want to go over two trades that I took on the Dow Jones, US30 YM. All right, on Free Cash Friday. All right, so I just want to break these two trades down to you guys, show you the reason behind me taking these trades. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, so as you guys can see that on the Dow Jones, you can see that from clearly from Monday we triggered the previous week's low. Now, like I always say, the levels that I use are the previous day's highs and lows, which is the purple lines. All right, previous day's highs and lows and closing price. And I also use the round numbers, psychological levels, order theories, whatever you want to call them, is price. And I only use the double zeros and the 50s. All right, double zeros and 50s are the only levels that I really pay attention to, along with the previous day's highs and lows, previous week's highs and lows, and closing price. Okay. Those are the only things that I focus on because that is what is easy for me. Okay. And so you can clearly see that we triggered the previous week's low. So now this is what Stacy talks about when we trigger the previous week's low. All right. You can see we triggered the previous week's low. So we have all time frame traders in the market. All right. We have all time frame traders in the market. And you can see that the market was very bearish this whole week. And I'm only looking at the 5 minute time frame. For me, I see no other reason to look at higher time frame because once these levels are triggered, I know who's in the market. So there's no reason for me to look at a higher time frame. That's just how I do it. All right. If I know that, when these levels are hit, I have other time frame traders in the market. No reason for me to look at another time frame. But that's just what I do. All right. And so, like I said, you can see that we had the previous week's low was triggered. So we have all time frame traders in the market. We have all time frames traders in the market. So we have people that are driving this market. And you can see that we every day they just continue to drop. All right. They continue to drop. So we had shorts driving this market all the way down. All right. Now, when we got to Free Cash Friday, all right, show you guys the two trades that I took once we got to Free Cash Friday. All right. Now, like I always tell you guys, for me, I just focus on what's going on that day. Okay. I just focus on what's going on that day. I don't do first red day, first green day, but um, I don't look for those things, but when I'm trading and I see Stacy's community page and when he posts those trades, I catch those same trades. And that's just based off the knowledge and things that I learned from him and from over the time of just a lot of studying. Okay. And so for me, the first trade that I took was a short trade. Now, when you're trading on the futures platform, now the market is the session opens up at 9, which is good. I don't mind that session. The session box here, you can see clearly it opens up at 9 a.m. All right. But we know that the market opens up at 9:30. So we did have major red news out at 8:30, which was this candle right here. All right. So major red news was out at 8:30. And when the market opened on that Friday, okay, that Thursday going into Friday, you can see that price we were just accumulating, consolidating, whichever word that you want to use, but we were just accumulating. All right. Had our major red news right here at 8:30 a.m. And like I said, I don't come to the charts until that window opens up, which is at 9 a.m. All right. So major red news at 8:30. So I just want to wait until 9:30 until when the market really opens up. So as you can see that when 9:30 hits, they push the market up to the upside. All right. Now I'm gonna put the double zeros in the 50 levels on there so we can have a visual of what I was seeing. Okay. So we're gonna put those levels on so we can have our visual because we need to be visual. We need you guys to see this. So as you can see, 9:30 we pump up to the upside. Okay, they pump the market up, and here's our double zero. You can see we took out the previous day's high. Also, the current high of the day was also triggered. Okay, So we also went 50 points outside the 100 pip box. You can see from this black line, this is our price level of 38,300. We came 50 pips out. All right. So there's your stop hunt. Okay. We had some medium impact news at 9:45, which I wasn't concerned about. All right. So the market pushes up 50 points out, give us this inverted hammer. Okay. So you see we had a nice rejection off of the 50 level. And once this 9:45 candle opened up, all right, and as we broke the low of this candle, all right, that's where I took my trade. All right, took a trade there for the short trade. All right, so we had the short trade here. Stop loss was at the high. Okay, and I targeted 100 points. All right, so right down to closing price, and that was the first trade that I took on YM, right, for 100 points. So reason behind it, why did I take the trade? All right, previous day's high was triggered for a short setup. All right, previous day's high was triggered. All right, price confirmed that. All right, because not just because the previous day's high got triggered, am I just going to take a short trade? But I had confirmation, I had time, levels, everything lined up. All right, everything lined up. So, like I say, we had the previous day's high triggered, current high of the day triggered. We went 50 points outside. We got our confirmation with the inverted pin hammer. Take the trade. Boom. Now, the second trade that I took, I had went long. All right. I went long, and what I was targeting was the move that happened on Wednesday. All right. So as you can see, if you look at this chart on Wednesday, you can see that it basically was just, collecting some orders. You might have some trade up in here, but you can just see price was just accumulating. All right. Then we get the breakout, pullback, and then they continue. All right. So the trade that I took going long, you can see once the short trade was over, you can see that price was just accumulating right around our closing price level, and we were down at this part of the 100 pip box. So you can see we was just accumulating in between this 50 pip box from 38,200 to 38,250. Price was just accumulating. All right. So they was getting ready to set it up for the long trade. And then just if you pay attention to the levels, all right, and then just look at the candles. Look how buyers started coming into the market. Okay, buyers started coming into the market. So what I needed to see on the 5-minute time frame, all right, I didn't need to see us get a nice close, all right, above the 38,250 level. All right. So I saw the nice close, then I needed to see a pullback. All right. So we got this nice pullback, and then you can see that price started pushing back up to the upside. We started getting more bullish momentum. All right. So once this candle here closed, I like the momentum on this candle. All right. And I told myself if we break above this 00 level, I'm getting in. So I got in right around 38,308. All right. So I got in on this candle right here, and I was at work during this whole time. So I got in around this candle and took out one contract. So each one of these trades, I took out one contract. Okay. Took out one contract. All right. On this, got in here, 38,300 price level, and I was targeting 300 points. All right. I was targeting 300 points because I just had a feeling that they were going to go and, you know, grab these traders who was just holding on to this short trade. All right. So what I did, like I say, I took my trade at 38,300 price level, but I was trailing this too closely because at this point in time I had to go do some work, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm at work and my job does not really mind me day trading, but I had to go and do some work. It was inventory, so I had to go do my inventory. So once I went up $100, I moved it, secured 100, and then once this candle here closed, it pushed up even more. So we had strong momentum, and I went ahead and I secured like 200. Then I left and went and started doing my inventory. All right. And then this 115 candle here, man. This 115 candle came and hit my stop. Stopped me out with about a little over $200, which hey man, it's all good. I had a nice short trade, but man, this here, you guys see this, man. This right here, this one trade, for those 300 points on that one contract. This was like a $1,500 trade. And you can see that thing, it went an extra 100 or 200. Let me see what it went. So that was 100. That's 100. All right, that's 300. So we went another 200 points from my target. But it's all good, man. It is all good. All right, it's all good. But yeah, those was the two trades that I took on Free Cash Friday, man. So we ended the week in green is also always a good week to end your week in a positive. All right. Always a good week to end in a positive. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Later on I probably would go over NASDAQ because you guys know that NASDAQ is my baby. That's my baby that I like to trade. I just dibble and dab here and there with the Dow Jones. But I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. And, just, I keep it simple. You know what I mean? I do the same things, that I learned from SB, but I don't go through all the other things. You know what I mean? I don't, he's a very good, I think what he does is very great on helping traders. If we are just able to just sit on our hands and just wait, you can really see that the trades do play out. But I just like to keep things very simple for me by just using the levels and watching the clock. So I think if you guys were to do that, it would help you out and you probably would benefit from it. So I hope you guys got some benefit out of this video that I did today. And like always, man, work hard, stay disciplined, and be patient and know that your time will come. Peace and love. Have a good one, family.